When we talk about your skin growing younger, the first place to begin is with the natural regeneration switch built into your biology. Your skin is not a static surface. It is a living, breathing organ constantly turning over old cells and replacing them with new ones. But as the years pass, that renewal cycle slows, not because the body forgets how to repair itself, but because it stops receiving the signals it needs to stay active. The truth is, your skin still holds the blueprint of youth. It simply needs the right environment to express it again. Think of your skin like a garden. If the soil is dry, the roots can't take in nutrients. If the light is low, the growth is weak. But the moment you enrich that soil, hydrate it, and give it the conditions it was designed for, the garden begins to thrive again. Your skin responds the exact same way. When you give it deep hydration, quality sleep, meaningful nutrients, and steady circulation, you send a powerful message to your biology: repair, rebuild, renew. And the remarkable thing is that your body listens almost immediately. This isn't about chasing external fixes or trying to mask aging from the outside. It's about reawakening the internal engine that has always been there. When you lower stress, your cortisol levels drop and regeneration naturally increases. When you nourish yourself with foods that support cellular repair, your skin uses those biological tools to create healthier, younger cells. When you stay hydrated, the inner machinery that governs turnover becomes more efficient. And when your circulation improves, your skin receives the oxygen and nutrients it needs to stay vibrant. Your skin isn't waiting for a miracle, it's waiting for a signal, and you have the power to send it every single day. If you've ever wondered why youthful skin seems to glow effortlessly, the answer lies just beneath the surface in the tiny network of microvessels that keep it nourished and alive. These vessels are like microscopic highways delivering oxygen, nutrients, and hydration to every corner of your skin. When they're abundant and healthy, your complexion looks vibrant, bright, and naturally illuminated. But when they begin to shrink, stiffen, or weaken with age, your skin loses that energetic glow and starts to look dull and tired. The good news is that these microvessels aren't fixed. They can grow, they can strengthen, and they can come back to life when you give your body the right signals. Think of these vessels as the power lines of your skin. If the power is strong, everything looks energized. If the power weakens, everything starts to dim. And what many people don't realize is that your daily choices directly influence how well these vessels function. Foods rich in antioxidants help preserve the flexibility of these vessels, allowing blood to flow easily. Gentle movement boosts circulation, carrying fresh nutrients to areas that may have been neglected for years. Even simple habits like staying hydrated or absorbing natural light in the morning send cues to your vascular system that it's time to wake up and perform. You may notice that on the days you're more active, or when you've had a particularly nourishing meal, your skin looks smoother and more alive. That's not coincidence, that's biology responding. When you support the growth of healthy microvessels, you're not forcing your skin to glow. You're restoring the biological foundation that once made it glow naturally. And in doing so, you give your skin a renewed supply of what it needs most: energy, nourishment, and vitality. Your glow doesn't fade because you age. It fades because circulation slows, and you have the power to turn that flow back on. One of the most underrated parts of keeping your skin youthful is protecting and strengthening the barrier that keeps everything in balance. This barrier, often described as the skin's outer shield, isn't just a surface layer. It's a living defense system that locks in moisture, blocks out irritants, and maintains the smooth, soft texture we associate with youth. When this barrier is strong, your skin feels supple, hydrated, and resilient. But when it becomes weakened even slightly, the effects show up quickly: dryness, dullness, irritation, and an overall tired appearance. Many people misinterpret these signs as aging when, in reality, the skin is simply calling for support. What's remarkable is how responsive this barrier is when you give it the right nourishment. Natural oils, plant-based lipids, and antioxidant-rich foods provide your skin with the raw materials it needs to repair tiny cracks and reinforce its structure. Think of it like patching the walls of a house. When the walls are strong, everything inside is protected. But when there are gaps, wind, dust, and moisture start slipping in, creating problems that could have been prevented. Your skin works in exactly the same way. Strengthening the barrier restores its ability to hold onto hydration, which instantly brings back that plump, youthful look. This barrier also plays a key role in calming inflammation. When it's healthy, it prevents irritants from entering and reduces the stress signals that accelerate aging. And when you support it with hydration, nutrient-rich foods, and gentle care, your skin's natural equilibrium returns. You may notice fewer fine lines, smoother texture, and a softer feel. That's not cosmetic magic. That's biology working as designed. When you protect and rebuild your skin's barrier, you're not just improving its appearance, you're restoring the foundation that keeps it youthful from the inside out. Inflammation is one of the most silent forces working against youthful skin, and what makes it so tricky is that you often don't feel it happening. It works quietly in the background, slowly wearing down the systems that keep your skin smooth, firm, and bright. When inflammation rises, collagen breaks down faster, elasticity weakens, and pigmentation becomes more pronounced. What many people interpret as aging is often the visible echo of inflammation that has been simmering inside the body for years. The encouraging truth is that calming this internal fire can create dramatic, noticeable changes in how your skin looks and feels. Your body is constantly trying to protect you, and inflammation is part of that natural response. But when stress, sugar, poor sleep, or processed foods push the system into overdrive, the inflammation becomes chronic. That's when it begins to damage healthy cells, weaken your skin's resilience, and distort the structure that gives your skin its firmness. Yet, the moment you reduce those triggers even slightly, the body shifts into healing mode. The redness softens, the puffiness decreases, the skin tone begins to even out. You're not forcing your skin to improve. You're simply removing the things that were holding it back. The natural world offers powerful tools for calming inflammation from within. Foods rich in antioxidants send signals that neutralize inflammatory molecules. Movement helps regulate stress hormones that fuel irritation. Deep, restorative sleep resets the body's internal chemistry, giving your skin the chance to repair what the day has worn down. Even simple daily choices like staying hydrated or stepping away from tension can quiet inflammatory pathways that have been accelerating aging without your awareness. What's most amazing is how quickly your skin responds when inflammation subsides. The texture becomes smoother, the tone becomes clearer, and the overall expression of your skin begins to look more alive. When you reduce inflammation, you're not just softening visible aging, you're allowing your skin to return to its natural state of balance, health, and calm. Collagen and elasticity are the architecture of youthful skin, and when they begin to decline, you feel it and see it. Your skin starts to lose its firmness, the bounce softens, and fine lines show up more easily. But here's what most people don't realize: your body never stops making collagen. The process simply slows because the raw materials that power it become scarce. When you restore those building blocks through natural foods and supportive habits, the collagen making machinery wakes back up, and your skin begins to rebuild its own strength from within. Your skin depends on nutrients the same way a construction site depends on bricks, cement, and tools. Without those materials, progress is slow or incomplete. But give the system the right ingredients: vitamin C from citrus or berries, omega-3 fats from fish or seeds, polyphenols from fruits and green tea, and you trigger the enzymes that help collagen form correctly. These nutrients don't work on the surface, they work deep within the dermis, at the very place where firmness and elasticity are created. Over time, you'll notice changes that feel almost subtle at first: better texture, improved smoothness, a slight lift around areas that once felt loose. Those aren't illusions, that's your biology responding. Just as important is protecting the collagen you already have. Stress hormones, UV exposure, and sugary, processed foods can rapidly break down collagen fibers. Reducing these damaging influences is like protecting the beams and pillars inside a building. You're stopping the structure from weakening any further, which gives your skin the chance to restore itself naturally. Pair that protection with nourishment, and the shift becomes visible. Your skin begins to look fuller. It moves differently under your fingertips. It holds moisture longer and returns to shape more quickly. When you feed your skin what it needs to rebuild its natural scaffolding, you're not just improving appearance, you're restoring the deeper strength and resilience that define truly youthful skin. Your skin follows rhythms that are built into your biology, rhythms that quietly shape how it heals, how it protects, and how it ages. During the day, your skin works hard as a shield, guarding you from light, pollution, stress, and the constant demands of your environment. But when night comes, everything changes. Your skin switches into repair mode, restoring what the day has worn down. This natural cycle is one of your greatest tools for keeping your skin youthful, yet it's also one of the most overlooked. When your habits support these rhythms, your skin repairs more deeply. When they work against them, your skin ages more quickly than it needs to. Even the simple act of exposing yourself to natural morning light signals your internal clock, helping your body regulate hormones that influence your skin's health. This sets the tone for your entire day. As the hours unfold, staying hydrated and keeping your stress low help maintain a stable environment that your skin can thrive in. By evening, the choices you make, like avoiding late night snacking, dimming harsh lights, or giving your body time to unwind, send another message: prepare for healing. Sleep is where the most profound repair happens. When you sleep deeply, your skin increases collagen production, restores moisture balance, and clears out cellular waste that contributes to dullness and aging. Missing this nightly cycle doesn't just leave you feeling tired. It leaves your skin underrepaired, forcing it to carry yesterday's stress into today. But the moment you begin supporting your sleep with consistent routines, calming habits, and a quiet mind, you give your skin the additional hours it needs to rebuild itself properly. When you align your daily patterns with the natural rhythms your body depends on, you're not just helping your skin recover, you're allowing it to return to the youthful, radiant state it was designed for.